NASA has a serious problem right now, and it's happening faster than most people realize. Next month, the plan to go back to the moon is facing big trouble. Delays, risks, and quiet worries inside NASA are growing. But suddenly, one name keeps coming up as the possible SpaceX, and what they're offering could change everything. For years, NASA promised the world a powerful return to the moon. New rockets, new astronauts, and a new era of space travel. But behind the scenes, things are not smooth at all. Timelines are slipping, systems are not fully ready, and the pressure is higher than ever because the whole world is watching. The biggest issue is simple but scary. NASA's current moon mission hardware is not moving as planned. Testing problems, safety reviews, and last-minute checks are slowing everything down. Every delay costs millions of dollars and damages trust. NASA cannot afford another failure. This is where SpaceX enters the story. Elon Musk's company is not just building rockets anymore. They are building full moon landing systems. Their Starship vehicle is massive, powerful, and designed to be reused. And unlike others, SpaceX moves fast, very fast. NASA's problem is not only about rockets, it's about landing safely on the moon and coming back alive. The moon has no air, harsh gravity, and extreme temperatures. Traditional designs struggle with this. SpaceX's solution is bold, risky, and totally different from anything NASA has used before. Starship is not small or gentle. It is tall, shiny, and looks like science fiction. But it can carry huge amounts of cargo and astronauts in one go. It can refuel in space. This one feature alone changes the rules of moon missions forever. Many experts were doubtful at first. They said SpaceX was moving too fast. They said it was impossible. The test after test, SpaceX proved them wrong. Explosions happened, yes, but each failure taught them something new. And progress kept accelerating. Now, as the moon mission date gets closer, NASA is facing a hard truth. Without SpaceX, the mission may slip again. With SpaceX, there is hope, but also uncertainty. Betting on a private company for such a historic mission is a huge decision. Inside NASA, opinions are divided. Some believe SpaceX is the future and must be trusted. Others worry that the technology is still too new, but time is running out. The moon will not wait, and deadlines do not move quietly. If SpaceX succeeds, this will not just save a moon mission, it will redefine how humans explore space. Governments, companies, and even regular people will see space differently. And what happens next month could decide who truly leads the new space race. The pressure on NASA is now heavier than ever before. Every small mistake is being watched by the world. Media, scientists, and space fans are all asking the same question. Can NASA really pull this off on time? Or will history repeat itself with another delay? SpaceX's approach is shocking because it breaks old rules. Instead of slow steps and long pauses, they test again and again. Fail fast, fix fast, fly again. This mindset is very different from NASA's careful and slow style, and that difference is now creating tension. One of the biggest challenges is fueling on the way to the moon. Normally, spacecraft carry all fuel from Earth. SpaceX wants to refuel in space like a gas station in orbit. If this works, missions become cheaper, faster, and much more powerful. Astronaut safety is the heart of the problem. NASA cannot risk human lives. Every bolt, every wire, every line of code must be perfect. SpaceX claims its systems can handle this. But the moon is unforgiving, and there is no room for error. Behind closed doors, emergency meetings are happening. Engineers are working day and night. Backup plans are being reviewed. Still, the clock keeps ticking. The launch window is coming, and it will not wait forever. The moon mission is not just about landing and leaving. It is about building a future base. Water ice, long stays, and deep space missions all depend on this step. If this mission fails, the dream slows down. SpaceX promises faster launches, bigger payloads, and more flexibility. Their rockets can be reused again and again. This lowers cost and increases speed. NASA knows this is something they cannot ignore anymore. Critics warn that trusting SpaceX too much is dangerous. They remind everyone that new technology can surprise you in bad ways. One small error could turn into a disaster millions of kilometers away from Earth. Still, success stories are hard to ignore. SpaceX already sends astronauts to space regularly. Their track record is growing stronger each year. This gives NASA confidence even if the risk feels uncomfortable. As the days pass, the choice becomes clearer. Delay again and lose momentum, or take a bold step with SpaceX. The moon mission stands at a turning point, and the next move could change space history forever. The final weeks before the mission are the most dangerous. This is when small problems turn into big ones. NASA knows this very well. Every sensor, every engine, and every software update must work perfectly together. SpaceX is pushing hard during this time. Engineers are testing Starship again and again. They're checking landing legs, heat shields, and control systems. Each test brings new data, and each fix brings them closer to the moon. One major fear is the moon landing itself. Landing on the moon is much harder than it looks. Dust can damage engines. Shadows can confuse sensors. SpaceX's Starship can handle this with smart software and powerful engines. If Starship works, NASA gets more than a moon landing. It gets a whole new system for future missions. Mars, space stations, and deep space travel suddenly become more realistic. This is why the stakes are so high. The world is watching closely now. Countries like China and Russia are also planning moon missions. This is not just science anymore. It is a space race again, and nobody wants to be left behind. NASA's reputation is on the line. A success means trust, funding, and global leadership. Failure means criticism and more delays. This is why the decision with SpaceX matters so much. SpaceX does not promise perfection. They promise speed and learning. That honesty is risky, but it is also powerful. In space, learning fast can mean surviving longer. Astronauts training for this mission know the risks. They trust the engineers. They trust the systems. And now, they may have to trust SpaceX more than ever before. Next month could mark a new chapter in human history. Humans returning to the moon with a new kind of spacecraft. Not slow and careful like before, but bold and ambitious. And if everything goes right, this will be remembered as the moment. NASA faced a serious problem, and SpaceX delivered the solution that changed space forever.